I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking for FinextraTV here at Sibos 2022 in Amsterdam. And we're chatting Swift Go with Nafisa Fayzullaeva-Michler from Deutsche Bank. Hello, Nafisa.
Hi.
Swift Go. In a nutshell, what is Swift Go?
So Swift Go, in a nutshell, is the service to provide better service to SMEs and retail clients. The basic idea and principles behind Swift Go is to provide transparency and full predictability of time, fees, and amount. So that's basically us who use already these services and client experience for our domestic payments when we buy something on the click of the button. And now there is the initiative Swift Go for cross-border payments, for international payments that want to also provide you this client experience.
Excellent. And the key phrases there are international payments,
Yeah.
and SME and retail clients. So taking into account that Swift Go aims to serve SMEs and retail clients, do you think Swift Go can compete in the current market where other payment options exist?
Well, Swift Go has gone live last year. And there are many banks that have subscribed, but currently there are not so many that went live. So we are at very early stages to talk about the progress. But from the industry talks and what we hear, it is definitely something that we need. And there is a place for banking industry with the biggest correspondent banking network to leverage its global reach, and definitely be able to compete against fintechs.
So you mentioned it's early stages
Yeah.
at the moment. Where does Deutsche Bank stand on Swift Go?
Well, Deutsche Bank has been supporting this initiative from the very beginning. We really see the need for this kind of service in it. And we are, as the first number one Euro clearer provider, of course, offer intermediary service in Euro. Also, for those banks that haven't subscribed to Swift Go, we plan to offer conversion services. What conversion service means? It means that those payments that are not Swift Go, they can be converted to Swift Go for those FI clients of Deutsche Bank that do not have a direct access to Swift Go initiative.
Great, so we can talk about, so those can be converted to Swift Go. That's interesting.
Correct, yeah. That's what DB is planning, and yeah, just watch the space, and we will be keeping everybody updated.
And it does sound like an interesting space.
Yeah.
So let's look ahead to the future. Where do you see Swift Go's role in cross-border payments in the future?
Well, I have already mentioned fintechs, and they are so successful in C2C and B2C, basically me sending to you payments, and we are already used to that when we send domestic payments, right? So fintechs are definitely front runners, but it doesn't mean that banks are too late. So for banking industry, again, as I mentioned, to leverage this correspondent banking network is the great example of collaboration of banks in the industry to provide this service. And also it is about low value payments because C2Cs, because of the segments, C2Cs and B2Cs. And I see it also as a complementary to the banking system, correspondent banking system that already exists. It is not something that will win over, it will exist together and just make it richer for the banking industry.
So it's definitely a space to watch, Nafisa.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.